It's going to be the second video. In the first one I did a lot of the sound deadener removal, but I did end up stopping as I realised that this part here, all of this in here, you can see that is sound deadener but with foam, and I don't really want to burn that. I would like to reuse it, so to do so I'm going to remove the accelerator and brake pedal, and while I'm doing that I'm just going to remove the steering column, because the steering wheel is getting in the way, it's annoying, can't get it off right now, so I'm just going to try and remove the whole column out of there. I can't figure that out now, I'll do it later, but definitely going to do the pedals now. So, not too sure what I need for it. I may have to go into the engine bay and go through the firewall, but I think I might do the brake pedal now. Do that first and see how this goes. So, very interesting. Looks like, there's a bolt at the top that I can get to from here. There's, I'm going to say that's a nut. Looks like there's a nut here, but on this side there's a welded square with thread in it there, so there's a bolt coming from the other side. So I dare say that I'm not sure if this is meant to be a nut or if it's meant to be welded to the actual bracket for the brake. Yeah, that booster's still sucking in air, surprisingly. It's doing something where it should be pretty much dead, I figured. Alright, well, the throttle, the accelerator pedal, I'm not actually too sure how that comes out. I think we'll attack the brake pedal first and see how that goes. Oh, there's actually two nuts here. Kind of works. Let's go with that. I've just noticed another nut in there. Comes out of the booster, which it will. That booster's coming off, and I'll probably just buy a brand new one. Or, close to new. I really don't think that's a good idea to use that booster anymore. Alright, so that was a straight up nut. So that's good. Getting to the other one though, not too sure the easiest way to get to it. Same with the bolt up here. Actually that'll probably just be, what size is this up at? 14. Probably like a, whatever 14 is in Imperial. I think I've also got to take out all of, you can see that all the aircon fan related stuff there to get this matting out. So there is also sound deadener that goes behind that. So much shit in my eyes from this. Alright, socket's stuck on there. That's good. Alright, so it's not 14. Yeah. Let's check. Is it a 12? It's not. So it's gonna be a 13. Or is it? Alright, let's try that. Hopefully this works. Yeah, that's a lot better. Alright, half inch, so that's, you know, American shit. You know, it's not. But it's fine. I can paint all of this, probably myself, just the inside. Get the outside freshly painted. See that dent is there now. Later. That bolts out. I think so. Yeah, the column's actually got to come out to get the brake pedal out, which now that I say that does sound very familiar. Hearing stories about manual converting him and pulling the column out to put the manual, the clutch and brake combo in. So that being said, there's two nuts here. That's just holding the outer casing for the column in or up. But to get that actually out, I don't exactly know. I might just have to keep on pulling on it till it comes out of the rack, because the rack is dead. We might go into the engine bay right now and have a quick look at some stuff. Alright, so we're in the engine bay now. It says nothing in here. Got the shaft here. This is loose. That seems to be hitting the firewall there, the hole where it's cut out. We may even just remove this booster now. It's a bit wobbly as well. Get it all out of the way now. Trying to figure out, I think the best place to remove this shaft is just going to be from here, considering that's already loose. Although I'm going to need a spanner, so bear with me a sec while I try not to die. Just going to grab a shifting spanner, make it quicker. Hopefully, with that off, that'll just slip. Why would it slip off? Why would it be easy? It's not. And now that I think about it, if this comes off here, right, at the rack, I don't really know if that's going to be able to fit through the column surround in there. So might have a small issue. There is another nut set up like down here in there, where just after this linkage there, that's just after the uni. So I'm not sure if undoing that will allow that to come out. I don't know the best way to get to it because it is in a pretty crappy spot. I'm going to spray the column down here because I may as well get it off now as well, just because I've already taken the bolt off. But I'll give it a spray with some icebreaker and we'll see what that does. Alright, so I cut the video and I just ripped the column out. Just because it was a pain in the ass going back and forth, getting tools, getting the wrong tools, getting the right tools, getting the wrong tools, smacking myself in the head with tools, shitting my eye. But I got it out. Alright, it's over here somewhere. Steering wheel still does not want to come off, but I'll get it off later. I'm really not worried now that that's out. As for this other part, yeah, I'm not sure. Just smack it off. I already sprayed it with icebreaker, probably heat it up too. I could do that. As for the pedals, the brake pedal will definitely come out a lot easier now. Accelerator pedal though, I'm not entirely sure. So I'm going to cut again and I'll set yours up properly, get a better view in there and see what I'm doing in there. I'm going to try and figure out how to get the accelerator pedal out. It might be behind the actual foam, so I don't know, but we'll have a look. But I can definitely get the brake pedal out, so I'll set you up for that. Alright, so set yours up a little bit closer and lower. I'm going to get in now, get in from the back. Alright, so here's what we're looking at. Get that out of here. That too. Hammer. And that was for the brake. So remember that. Keep it up here by the shifter. Nothing falls through the grommet hole. But doesn't really matter. Alright, so taking out the rest of the brake pedal. There's another nut I can get to, but then there are two other bolts, I'm assuming, here and in here, that I'll have to get to from, well, from out here. Yeah, I can feel it straight away. It's in the engine bay. Yeah, as for this, I'll probably take the actual pedal off of that from here. This is good. It might be held on from actually behind this. I'm really not sure. I haven't done one before. I've helped take out a brake pedal and that's about it. So let's see what we can do. And I believe I left the tools in the engine bay. Let's start the job. Now, let's do this properly. And extension. And we'll have to go back in the engine bay, obviously, to get the other two bolts off. A little bit of rust on the brake pedal here, but not a massive problem. Probably just end up using these two pedals again, give them a good clean when they're out, and reinstall them once everything's painted. Alright, that seems to be everything that I can get to from here. When I wasn't here, I'd just climb out through here and do all that, but we'll cut back to it being out. So I'm going to go do that now. Get those bolts out. Alright, so got the bolts out. hopefully this just falls out now. That's right, why would it? It's going to be stuck. Alright, that's what it is. It's stuck to the booster. Okay, it's going to come out though. And to get it off the booster, I'm going to take that split pin out. That's not too bad. Get it up at an angle. I think I've got pliers in here at all. Whatever that is. This might not work. I do have a flat blade actually, a little stubby flat blade, but it'll do. Maybe. Yep. What do you know? I fell right through the hole. Went right down here. But it's alright, I can get that back. If we can now pop this off. There's a washer for it. It's almost off. And then I can take the booster out too, but I want to get the accelerator pedal out before I do that. Get that. And there we go. She's off. This should theoretically just come out, right? Yep. But it's attached to that. Okay, that's not... Is that what I wanted to happen? Apparently so. Alright, that's not too bad. Let's get that back up there. That's me. That's the return spring. There you go. There you have it. Brake pedal is out. Bit of foam on the underneath. Padding. Because this seems to be maybe kind of glued to it. That's interesting. There's a grommet there. Or a washer for that. And that looks like... That can't be all that holds the booster in, is it? There's just the two studs with the nuts where the pedal went. So if we get the pedal, we'll put it back up in here. Is that how we wanted it? Now it went through the hole. It goes through the hole, and those two go there. That one had that on it. And that one's okay. So that should actually sit in the rubber. That's why that come out, because it just came out. So that's all good. So I don't have to worry about losing them. But as for what's holding on the booster, I'm not sure. I'm not going to really worry about it for now. Leave that in there. I want to get this accelerator pedal off before calling it a night. Coughing's starting to get pretty bad. I just don't want to wreck that foam any more than it already is here, which isn't too bad. It's all going to get covered up by carpet, floor mats, all that crap. But, you know, if I can't get new, then I'll reuse it. It's alright, I know where that went. Alright, got it. Leave it there. Let's get you off. Just remember how that went on. As for this, I really have no clue as to how it goes on, like at all. Might have to do some research, come back. There's probably know how it comes off, but yeah, I'll probably figure it out tonight, come back to it tomorrow, and it'll be off tomorrow. As for the rest, all of this in here all of the aircon controls, which I really don't know if any of this is going to work properly. Obviously that's not working properly because it's not attached to anything to anchor it down, because it just floats about. But all of this crap will have to come out, and I would like to put back in, get aircon working as well as heating. So that will be next. But I might just do the booster first, actually. If those are the only two things holding that booster room, I wonder if I can just kick it out. Give it a try. Even if I break it, I break it. Oh well. Came out, just like that. Alright, well, that was a bit stupid, because I didn't need to do that, but I did it. Let's go have a look. Alright, it probably fell down into the pit. That's a good thing we're going to get a new one. Oh yeah, she's definitely gone down into the abyss. So, that's out. I'll get that out, maybe. I'll probably have to push the car back, but I think that'll do us for now, for tonight. Not much of a video, unfortunately, but yeah, hopefully as I get more into it, I'll have longer videos, more stuff in them. It's just, you know, beginnings. So, but I am looking forward to getting deeper into the body. This wiring is not going to be fun to get to when I get to it. Trying to figure all that out for the dash, and not so much for the engine, obviously, but it's a lot more for just the interior, I think. I don't know, it all came with the car, just like this. Wasn't in it at all. Yeah, figuring that out is going to be fun, hearing all this, but I'll call it a night, and we will come back to it tomorrow. I'm going to get that booster out now. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.